Hello everyone and welcome to my 6th episode of my Portugal campaign on Empire Total War. When we last left the action we had just cleared our blockades, defeated the Spanish rebellion, and we're just sort of getting ready to take the next turn, just check our research. Before I start I'm going to try and negotiate with some of the great powers again for technology. We're going to try Austria first, just see if we can get some new tech. Because, well, we don't need any new tech massively quick, but it would be nice to see if we could try and get some. We'll try Great Britain. I don't want to give away too much stuff, but they already seem quite powerful as it is, so I'm not too worried about them using most of this stuff. I mean, I think we'll still be ahead of them technology-wise. Should try the Meritas. Let's see if they'll give us anything. No. Will the Mughals give us anything? They might. I'm hoping they will. Try this. We'll try this one. Oh, we managed to get physiocracy, how it's pronounced. We weren't already doing, while we researching empiricism. Oh, right. So we've got one technology off of the Mughals, which is good. Try the Ottomans now, see if we can get grenades or social contracts, something like that. Try improved grenades. No, we didn't get anything from them. Poland, Lithuania, quickly do them. Flintlock cannons, see if they'll give us anything. No. Russia, will they give us anything? Don't think they will. No, didn't think they would. Russia might give us that. No. Bit surprised they wouldn't offer. I'm a bit surprised they're not accepting some of these offers when I'm giving them quite a lot of tech in return. I mean, it's not like these are all powerhouses that are producing lots of tech. No. Try the Dutch quick, or the United Provinces. No. Well, I think we got one contract. One, physiocracy. So that's 2% bonus to growth in trade route income, +4 to turn, +4 gold per turn to town wealth in the region, and +8 wealth, 8% wealth generated by farms. And we've unlocked some of the plantations, which will be good for Goa. Let's just see if it's had an effect already here in some of our towns. Hasn't. Oh, it might not be till the next turn that it actually has an effect, but that should be enough to get Goa growing. How much is the plantation? That would be 2,500. What's the... What, 26 chests of tea. We'll get up to 43. How many are we trading at the moment? We are 26 for 520, I believe. Where's tea? So if we double that, we'd be making quite a bit of money. But anyway, let's end the turn. I'll probably skip it after the first few turns. Just see what the British and French are up to. Just gonna skip to the end of this. Welcome back everyone. Not an awful lot happened that turn. Didn't get any events or anything. The only interesting thing that happened was Cowland, or I think that's how you pronounce it. We defeated quite a lot of Barbary pirates. So yeah, not an awful lot actually happened in that turn. Just going to check if we can make any trade agreements. No. Just wanted to double check. We've got some buildings a bit damaged by the Spanish. I mean, they didn't do it in that last turn, but they've just been damaging them in general. We've managed to get public disorder to about -4 from about -5. I don't know if the destruction of some of this stuff, of some of the buildings, has caused any disorder. I mean, it doesn't say it has, but I seem to remember that I would have thought I thought it would have caused some sort of effect, but no, it doesn't seem to have told me about anything. So, just going to ignore that. Just going to check here. So anything we can... Still need to replenish our army, really. I mean, it's quite... We're getting there, but it's still quite a lot of them have been killed or injured, like, need replenishing. Still preferring to try and merge units if I can, but I don't think we can merge any at the moment. Just going to send our rake up here to cause some mayhem. Right, we're at Milan. Spanish don't actually seem to have that many people here, so who's this? Who's the Spanish king? Maybe where's Spain? Oh, Carlos II. Oh, well, I don't think we can assassinate monarchs on this, but just wanted to double check. If I managed to get a person in, where I rake in, it's not exactly a wealthy settlement by the looks of things, but the Spanish only have about 3 left, but I haven't really got the forces to be able to deal with them. I'm just going to check something quick. Nice. I've been considering whether to try and take over Mysore. I mean, they're not allied with the Marathas, but I don't actually know how much of an army they have, and I don't know if I'll be able to afford a big army myself over here. Yeah, probably best not to try and take on the Mysore. The Marathas might join in just as to try and take advantage of the situation. I think I prefer to replenish some of these troops, even if it is going to cost me quite a lot of money. Well, maybe not so much for some of them, but that's going to try and merge the militias again. I don't think that affected the experience too much, which is a good thing. It's going to cost quite a lot to replenish all of the regiments and units, though. So let's hope it's not too expensive. This is the only expensive one at 477. I'm just worried about the experience going down, but I prefer to have lots of less experienced men than one or two really experienced units, sort of thing. Because otherwise it's just they're gonna be outnumbered, and which isn't gonna be too good. Let's check our navy. They're all repaired, so let's get them ready to start blockading the Spanish. Well, no, I don't think I actually can blockade the Spanish. I think I tried this in the last episode. They haven't actually got a port for some reason. Might try making peace again. I mean, I doubt it's going to do anything, but just try. No, French won't make peace. Try the Spanish. No, they won't make peace either. I'll try offering some tech as well. I mean, I'm offering them quite a lot of tech. I mean, I won't make up for Madrid, but they must know they're not going to win that war by now. I'll try some of the minor nations. Venice and New Spain. New Spain I don't think can make peace, but I'll try it anyway. I'm surprised Venice hasn't made peace. They're not gaining anything out of this war. I mean, they haven't even... Well, the same was the same with the French. They haven't, apart from a few blockades, they haven't actually done anything. So I'm surprised they're going to waste money staying in the war. But no, none of them will make peace. Just check our ministers. They're all pretty good for the moment, so I might as well just skip to the next turn. Check our research quick. 2 turns left on them. I'll check if I can build anything quick. Nope. I'm just gonna... Or can we repair this? And let's just check our finance. We'll make about... We should get back to about 1,000 or so in the next turn. Can we repair this quick? And that's quite cheap to repair. That'll be quite cheap to repair. We're just going to go to the next turn now. I'll skip once we've gone through England and France, and then, you know, get back to you in the next turn. Welcome back, everyone. As you can see, the enemy did raid one of our possessions, the vineyards here. I think that might be the rebel army. I mean, because there was a rebel army and a Spanish army. I believe it was the rebel army that's just raided the area. We've got a new rake. I'm not sure what we're going to particularly use him for, so I'll send him up to France to infiltrate Paris. See how many troops they've got. I mean, I don't particularly want to send up any troops to France, but if we need to, I'd rather we know what we're dealing with. Our agent there's still doing, well, not an awful lot, but they're still doing well. Just going to keep them there for the moment, keeping an eye on the Spanish troops, which there aren't particularly many. I mean, not an awful lot there. Our research should be about 1 turn from completion. Yep, that will give us, 10% bonus to town wealth from textile buildings, and technology rate, plus 3 turn per turn to town wealth. All that sort of stuff. I'm gonna try making peace with France and Spain again. Just, if I keep doing this every turn, eventually they have to say yes, I'd have thought. Or at least give me a better deal, hopefully. No, quickly try Venice and New Spain. Might even try sending some of my technology to some of the minor powers. Powers that won't be able to use them against me effectively, but would still pay for them. No, they don't pay something like, for example, might try and sell to the Knights of St. John, because, we can't offer them technology, but because they're in a quite small area, it would have been quite good to sell them technology, because they wouldn't be able to use it against us. Or we could try here again with the Denmark. They've only got Iceland left, so selling them technology would probably make us a bit of money, while they wouldn't be able to use it against us. Try 750. Oh no, we didn't. Alright. Didn't actually get the technology. Quickly try 750 again. Yeah, so we got 750 while selling quite a lot of useless tech that will never be used against us. Well, not useless tech, but useless in their hands. I mean, bayonet and all that, they're not going to be able to... I mean, they'd either research it themselves eventually, but I think Sweden will have finished them off by then. Or try the Cherokee nations. Or even, where's the Marathas or the Mughals? Well, the Mughals we want to keep in the fight for as long as we can, but a lot of the tech they can't use, like, I'm trying to give them the ring bayonet. But as far as I'm aware, none of the Indian troops actually use bayonets. So they might pay for it, but they wouldn't actually be able to use it. Oh no, that's not a deal I want to do. No. I mean, it's good they offered a better deal, but try. No, that won't work. I'll try giving them plug bayonets and all that. And in return, 750 again. If I keep doing this for some of the... No, they don't want it. But if I keep doing that every turn or so, I might eventually be able to... Well, I'll get some money out of it, hopefully. But yeah, we've done all that. Might just go straight on to the next go. I'll check our fleet here. Get them out of the harbour. Might try and blockade some of France's ports. They got a northern port? Yeah, they have. Oh no, I've ordered the troops out. They're only going to be gone for a little while. We can blockade the French's north port. That could maybe have some sort of effect. Well, they've got quite a large army around Paris, I've just realised. Not sure what this... that's on the French trade route as well. yeah, there's not an awful lot I can do in this turn. I think I'll just skip it forward again and might end the video after the next turn if like, so it's not too long again. But yeah, as usual, I'll pause the video after Austria or France and then get back to you after the turns are finished. Welcome back, everyone. Not an awful lot happened again that time. Well, we've researched our technology, which is good, so we're going to have to check that in a minute. Got an ancillary for this person. I check where they are. Oh, they're one of... What's their name? Vicente Cabrillo. Which one's that? There they are. So, -5% cost of constructing cultural buildings and metal working buildings +1 management. So that will improve our tax and upkeep costs there. That's good. What else did we get? And a trait gained, right, for one of our gentlemen, I believe that would be Vincent Labato. Right, so that's good. Oh, we can upgrade our school. But what would that be? -5 happiness, minus... Can we survive? Yeah, we could survive an extra 1, I believe. Conducts technology research. Points per turn 13. Right, how much would that cost? 2,500. We got 9,000. Right. I think I may have got it wrong when I was reading the income earlier. I think I may have read what we were losing, possibly. I mean, because I think we've ended up making more than 1,000, unless we just buy one of the buildings I repaired gave us lots of income from somewhere. Oh, we've managed to get this down to about 0, and we're going to get Town Watch repression from. Well, I'm not sure where we're getting it from. I mean, I thought we had a Town Watch anyway, but. We're going to improve this school as well to a college. Was this? Yeah, Spanish armies are still out there, but again, they're not really doing anything. The French kicked us out of their port, but we can still blockade it. They've still got to repair it, so it's going to cost them money. Let's check our research quickly, what we can start researching instead. Flying shuttle. +18 bonus to town wealth. Would it... Where's... Oh, that's the Vora. Oh yeah, that's where we got our person who just got industrial tech trait. Yeah, I think I'll carry on with the flying shuttle, because we haven't unlocked any of the other ones yet. Let's check Salamanca. Any of these got traits? I've got that Spanish person there, but I don't want to kill them. I don't want to duel them because only 50-50 chance, and I don't want to lose a gentleman and set ourselves back a bit. Social contract, right. Yeah, that seems quite a good one to get. -15 building repair cost, +3 gold per turn, and +15% to technology research rate. Yeah, that'd be quite a good one to go for, I think. We've got some buildings we can construct. Ordnance factory, sorry. Could construct a Grand Opera House in Portugal, Lisbon in Portugal. Or the government chambers. That would give us a slightly better bonus to region tax income. But, wait, let's check Goa quick. So we might want the plantation. Or possibly the military governor's barracks, which would unlock some extra units that we can't recruit at the moment. Should we? How much of a bonus? Well, we need money here, really. We're not making any. We're not losing any money. Like town, we're not growing the town any, but we're not shrinking. We're not reducing either. So I want to try and get that growing. Large tea plantation would maybe do that. Or maybe not directly, but it would probably make us money, like through the trading. Yeah, I think I'll upgrade that to large tea plantation. Just seeing what we need to get commercial port. We need divisionalisation. Oh, division of labour, sorry. Which will come from... Oh, we need to upgrade to a college first. Yeah. Which we're already doing. I think I'll do one more turn actually, and then stop the video, because I think we're probably going to get some buildings finished, and so we want to see what their effects they'll have. Send our person here back. So yeah, I'm just going to carry on, do as usual, let the first few turns go, and then, let the first few countries go and then pause it. So see you in a minute. Welcome back everyone. Well, the Spanish have raided us again. Won't cost much for repair, but it's a bit of a nuisance. We've constructed the Grand Opera House in Madrid, so we've started to get the public order up a bit better. We've still got the lower class to really sort out, but the foreign occupation resistance is starting to decrease quite a bit. What else did we get? Successful mission there. Oh, I didn't check what the other one was, but I don't think, probably a trait increase, I think. Keep our break moving, just to try and infiltrate Paris. Should just be able to get a line of sight on it. Oh, not quite. Got 5,000 gold. Might construct some upgrades to some of our to our craft workshop. It's 2,000 gold, and but it will enable us to research a lot more stuff. Plus 675 gold to region wealth, and plus 10 gold to town wealth each turn, which would be quite good because we're growing about 13 gold every turn, and our wealth is about 4,157. If we had 627, we'd be about 4,700. So we'll be having a much more tax coming from Madrid. Spain, let's just check if there's anything we can build here. Other than the cannon foundry, which we don't really need. Not an awful lot. We could construct a Grand Opera House in Lisbon, but I think I'm going to leave that for now. I'm going to build the military governor's barracks in Goa, because that will increase the tax rate a little bit, which would be good for us, and +1 repression, but would also give us a lot more units, which we might need in the future, because Marathas, they seem to be doing okay against the Mughals at the moment. Let me see if I can get a better... Yeah, things seem to have stabilised along this central border sort of thing, but it probably won't take them too long to break through and take all of India for themselves, in which case they will probably start turning towards us. They seem to be okay with us at the moment. We're about 59 diplomatic relations, but they probably will turn against us if it's in their interest. I'm going to try and make peace with France one last time for this video. Oh, they still don't want to make peace. Try Spain. Got some extra tech to offer them now, so maybe they'll go for it. No, they still don't. They still don't want it. Oh wait, did I offer all of them to France? I don't think I offered the. Yeah, I didn't offer that or that. No, they still. No, that doesn't make any difference. I think Madrid really is the sticking point. I mean, I might have mentioned it in other videos, but while looking online, apparently others have said that apparently countries won't make peace if one of their cities has the foreign occupation. I've forgotten the proper word. That turns a lot of the people against you. Wait, let's find out the name. Resistance to foreign occupation. That was it. Just remembered it. Yeah, apparently if they have that on one of their towns they owned, they won't make peace. But whether that's true or not, I don't actually know. But I think I'll probably end the video about here now, because yeah, it's gone on for quite a bit now, and I don't want to get. But not an awful lot seems to be happening. I don't want to go into the next turn and find a massive battle and end up having this last over an hour. Well, before I end, I'll quickly send this fleet to blockade Venice. Maybe that will convince them to leave the war. If we start causing them damage. Right, right, so we're blockading Venice now. They're not making any money. Right, yeah, as I said, I'll probably end the video about here. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you like the video. Leave a like as well if you like the video. Leave feedback, very important. And, well, just generally thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next time, in the next episode.